Hey, brother. You going through a tough loss right now? You in the thick of it right now? You feeling overwhelmed with sadness and grief? Or the tears welling up inside of your belly and your chest and your throat? Maybe they're coming through right now. Maybe you're watching this video and you are in the throes of grief right now. Maybe you just found out that someone that you love and care about is going through a really challenging time. Maybe it's a diagnosis that's terrible. Maybe you were given the news that you're no longer in a relationship, that someone wants to break up or get divorced, or maybe you found out that someone you love has just passed away, had a major catastrophic medical emergency or something devastating that may not be able to return to the way things were previous. And you're holding this loss now. You're holding this news of this loss and this grief. This information that you've just received changes things in your life. It changes the way you fundamentally feel about life in general. Maybe it was something that was so solid, a support, a structure, and a pillar in your life that was so strong, a relationship, a friendship, something solid, important, and foundational in your world has been taken away or radically changed in some way that you have no control over. And how do you hold space for yourself? How do you develop compassion, understanding, kindness, sympathy, and caring for yourself? When you feel like all you need is to feel seen and heard and held and understood, how do you create that space for yourself if there's no one there to do it for you? My name is Ed Hegan. I'm a former New York City firefighter and a mindfulness meditation coach, and I teach people to deal with stress by understanding their emotions and their nervous system and regulating how we respond to the challenges in our life. And if we understand how we are responding, why we're responding, why our brains and our bodies and our nervous system is reacting to life in the way that it is, we can have a deeper understanding of how we can manage that process. By more deeply understanding ourselves, we can have more compassion, kindness, and compassion for the things that we're going through. Especially when we live in a world where we want to feel those things from other people. We want to feel those things from something outside. We want some sort of comfort from the pain that we're going through. We want some sort of love and affection, and we want our pain and our hurt and our wound to be seen and recognized and tended to. It's what it means to heal, is to be offered this understanding that yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm going through a difficult time. And to have that acknowledged and seen and heard as natural and normal. You see, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You're simply a human being who is going through the overwhelming feelings of loss, despair, and grief. And what you're feeling in your body, in your heart, in your soul, is completely natural and normal. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. And when we recognize that we need to hold ourselves through this grief, when we recognize that grief is not a problem to fix, but a wound that we can actively tend to and nourish and heal, when we recognize that we can give mindful support to our grief, to our pain, not only can we then offer that to ourselves, but we can actually offer it to other people. And that's a powerful medicine that we can offer to our own wounds, but also offer it to other people when they're experiencing pain from their wounds. And in this way, the connection that we have to each other becomes the medicine. The connection that we have to ourselves becomes the medicine that we need to heal from grief sometimes. And we can learn to honor that pain, because you're not alone in this grief. So if you're going to grieve, you can breathe together with someone. You can meet with someone and talk to them about it. You can understand that you can honor the pain by speaking the truth of how you feel about what has happened to other people, to people that you care about, because you realize that although we are similar in so many ways, we may be the same religion, the same race, the same culture, the same language, the same skin color, the same, all the things can be the same, but we're also very different in a lot of ways. But one of the most important things in which human beings are the same, in which we all understand, it's a universal language of what it means to be a human being, is this language of grief, of loss, of sadness. We all feel it. Every human being, no matter how different we are. The common denominator and the thing that really binds us is our pain and our suffering. And when we recognize that, we can be more understanding and considerate to our own feelings, and then be more considerate to other people's feelings. And if we want to ground ourselves and we want to get out of that thinking mind, if we feel caught up in it, if we're feeling overwhelmed, we can always tap into the power of our breath, and we can take a long, slow, deep inhale through the nose and fill our belly. So you can start out by exhaling all the air out of your lungs. Inhale slowly through the nose and fill your belly. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly blow it out like smoke. Inhale slowly and gently through the nose and fill your belly. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Inhale slowly through the nose, inhaling peace and acceptance. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, letting out tension and stress. Continue to breathe deeply into the belly, slowly through the nose. And put your hand on your chest and your belly and simply say that I'm here with you, because I'm here with you in some form, because I care about your suffering. I've been through it myself. I'm going through it right now in multiple ways. And remind yourself that you're not alone, that I'm here with you. And you don't need to be okay right now. You just need to be. You don't need to be okay. Okay means experiencing the truth of what you're really feeling inside your heart. That's okay. It's okay to be honest and truthful about the pain, the loss, and the grief, the sadness, the suffering, the fear that you're feeling. Just breathe deeply into the belly and be okay with that. Loss is simply the shadow side of love. And so if you're grieving right now, it means you love deeply. If you're grieving a loss, that loss is a representation of a feeling of deep love and connection that you've had with someone. It means that you've dared to open your heart and connect deeply with someone or something. And although the memories might hurt, they are proof that you have fully felt what it means to be a human being. And honor this process, knowing that grief moves like waves. Sometimes it's going to be more intense and it's going to peak and come up, and other times it's going to drop and soften its grip on you and let go. And then other times it will come back up and it will come back down, and allow that ebb and flow of grief and waves to come through. See, there's no timeline. Everyone grieves at their own pace, and that's okay. And you're allowed to grieve at your pace. You're allowed to grieve in your own time. You're allowed to grieve in your own way. You don't need anybody's permission to tell you what it should look like. It could mean screaming, crying into a pillow, working out, beating on a drum, dancing around, going for a run, going somewhere to experience solitude, connecting with someone. Honor that grief as a sacred means of expressing your love for yourself, for this human experience, and give yourself the space and the opportunity to grieve in a sacred way. Allow that ceremony to be something that you create. And simply breathe deeply and know that you've created this moment for yourself. That you didn't have the sacred ceremony or the guidance to be shown how to properly grieve, and yet you are showing up for yourself. You are nourishing your heart and your soul by showing up for yourself and daring to feel this grief that no one ever showed you how to feel. No one ever showed me how to feel grief. If I cried as a child, I was threatened with some sort of punishment for even shedding tears or being sad. And as we let go of the way that our parents raised us, sometimes knowing that they did the best they could, we recognize that we are the adults in the room now. It's our responsibility to give ourselves permission to grieve, and to grieve in a way that honors the truth of our human spirit and the love that we've carried for other people and the pain of that loss. I'm sorry, brother and sister, for whatever pain you're going through right now. I feel it with you. I'm going through it myself, having just lost a dear friend. So be with yourself. Create space for yourself. Become the version of yourself that you need for yourself, and then share that gift with others. And if you're feeling anxious, stuck, or overwhelmed, and your monkey mind is just jumping all over the place and wreaking havoc in your life, and you want to learn more about mindfulness meditation or breath work, you want to work with me one-on-one, we can come up with a custom program, or I can put you through an 8-week course of learning how to reset your nervous system. Or if you want to receive a guided meditation that is custom tailored for the challenges you're facing in your life right now, send me a DM or book a free discovery call at edwoodstock.com. And thanks for showing up to watch this video. But most importantly, thanks for showing up for yourself. And I hope you tune in next time. Until then, breathe deeply.